Boom. We're live.
We are live.
So we got another episode of Heat Check, first and second series, right? And today we got a little special guest. We got another fighting game companion with us, Mr. Chris Tatarian. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you doing?
Well, I'm feeling real good. I'm ready to watch other people stress out over this game.
Yes, absolutely.
I think the only reason why I play this game is so I sympathize for watching people suffer in this game. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I understand. I mean, like when I watch people play this game, I feel like I'm watching Marvel, at any time.
Yes, yeah. It's a weird hybrid Marvel Street Fighter game, And I think, with that being said, we're 09ers, man. We're transitioning into old man territory, so we still got a little bit of fight in us, but let's face it, we're not that young anymore.
Bro. I lost my hair. Okay.
And that happens. And Chris, Mario, you take that as a lesson. Maybe one day that'll happen to you. Okay,
I was once where Chris. Well, how old is Mario actually?
I'm 20.
You're 20.
Oh God, you guys are so fucking young. Chris, you're like what, 18?
Yeah, 18.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met Chris in tournaments plenty of times. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I met him a couple times when he was 15, and I still talk trash to him. Had to harden him up.
Yeah.
Okay, with that being said, let's introduce our two competitors of the night. We have Mr. Chris CCH, formerly a Guile player, now a multi-character. He plays G, plays quite a bit of soccer. I've seen him do work at Northwest Majors. Very proud of him. And low-key has been playing a little Seth on a Smurf account I won't mention. So we'll leave that. We'll leave that on the back burner. And we got Mr. MarioDB, Mr. Karen himself. Don't mistake him for the Guile player. That's his brother Luigi. They share the same account. So basically,
this is
the Mario, the owner of the account. But apparently, according to Chris CCH, Luigi got him the Warlord. So
that's actually not true, but whatever.
That's definitely true.
Provided like 80,000 points. 220k, 300k.
You guys are. I don't know how you guys do it.
I would just show him why. That's a fucking lie, Mario. If I was you, I wouldn't even talk about it. I would just show him why it's a lie.
So these two have been, going back and forth. They've been trolling each other a little bit in the US West Discord. So I've been peeping it, and they've been wanting this battle for a while now, and I think it's finally happening here. So Chris going with the G, and Mario going with the Karen. So I feel
Chris, you couldn't have picked a Street Fighter character, bro.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
You couldn't have picked Sakura, you have to go G. You feel good about that? Like, you feel like you're gonna actually beat him as playing I'm trying to stir up the pot as best as I can.
I feel like when you play G, there's so much hatred on you that if you lose, oh my God,
all right, well, let me see some G-ass shit, bro. Let me see some
Okay, so just going over the rules real quick. First to 10, win by 2. So 10, 9, nope, you gotta win 11. Okay, so win by 2. Fair warning there. Mario, I know you like going to character select, but that counts as a heat check. Each player has one heat check, whether you want to use it to switch your V skill, your V trigger, or you just want a mental reset, you get to use one. Okay, so make sure you either go in the chat and or go in the Discord channel and let us know you want to redeem one or whatever. Okay, so I know who's redeeming one. Besides that, do you guys both understand the rules?
Yeah, that seems pretty clean.
Okay. What about you, Chris? Okay.
That winning by 2, that's a recent change, isn't it?
It's always been like that. I just never advertised it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, if you're sick with it, you won't have to worry about that rule, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry.
Oh, okay. What do you think the score's gonna be if you don't have to worry about it?
I'll stick with it. 10-6.
10-6. Ooh.
G matchup, so I don't think Chris is really gonna do anything different.
Fuck, Chris, man, you're my Seattle boy. You gotta say something back, dude.
I mean, he does know the G matchup very well, but I'm just better than him. So
what?
I mean, that's how it is. I don't know what to say.
You're a slightly better player than me, that's for sure. But I don't
See,
know.
even in this now, I'm a better player.
Okay, Chris, what do you think the score's gonna be? Let's
10-8. Yeah, I'm gonna say 10-8. It could be like,
This is some
I don't know, 11-9.
bitch ass shit, bro. Both of you needs to say it's 10-0.
Nah, it's going to be close. I know
No
it's going to be
respect
close.
here.
He's going to jump my command grab sometimes. I accept it, but I'm still going to win.
Oh boy.
I like
Okay.
it. Let's see.
Okay, so we got Mario saying 10-6, Chris being a little more humble saying 10-8 with his G pick, which is
That means that he respects him. Come on, Chris.
you play G. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Anyways, all right, boys, have a good match. I want to see the dirtiest online shit. I want to see
Hell yeah.
dash-ins with lag. I want to see fuck you command grab. I want to see it all. Give it to me, okay? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try playing green. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you don't even gotta play dirty. All right.
All right.
Have a good match, boys. Go ahead and disconnect from here, and then go ahead and get started.
All right.
All right, let's fucking do this. All right, Chris TCH or Chris THC.
Yeah, you did it too.
Who you got? I'm gonna be real. Chris TCH is from Seattle, so I have to say yes. But dude, that character is so fucking busted. Like I don't. There's no way.
I wanna think that, you know, Mario could win, but I think statistically speaking, like G is just a better character than Karen. And you can't guess right that many times, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I think.
So I think, and I haven't really seen too much of Mario play with Karen, but you know, I'm a fan of Chris CCH, and I've seen him play. I think he's a very, very good player, so I'm gonna root for Chris because I know him. But I would like to see Mario, you know, maybe eat my words and show me some shit.
I agree. I think on a stat sheet, the lack of, I guess, confirmed or like honest ins you need as G is so much less than Karen. And Karen's entire thing is like, you know, her low forms.
Yeah,
it's hit confirms, right? She gets huge payoff, but that's her entire game. G kind of doesn't have to deal with it. All right, so we got game one.
Round one. Fight.
Ooh, I was expecting. Ooh.
Oh, the classic walk around, do nothing. Ooh, no confirm. Okay. Fighting for space. Ooh, second time. Man, for real, off one confirm. Oh, that body splash is better than Zangief's body splash.
Oh, it really is. It's one of the best moves to jump in. And that was a really good jump in by Chris CCH, actually, because the neutral was starting to get a little tense and he was getting backed up.
Yeah.
And you could tell that Mario was a little bit more focused on the ground game because he had already gotten a hit confirm. So that was a great jump in.
That's a good point.
Because it's broken.
Yeah, I was just explaining that last heat check about like understanding the rotations on neutral and like things that work game one immediately evolve in game 6. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Boom. Oh, one for shimmy, a tad late. Oh, look at this! Look at this!
This is unwinnable for Mario.
Look at this! Look at this! Oh, huge bet on both ends. Deep piece of command grab.
What the fuck? Oh, that was such a bad sweep by Chris.
Oh, greedy command grab too. What are you trying to be like me? Come on, man, you hanging yourself, bro.
Let him command grab early on until he gets the tech.
Dude, light punch buffer so good from G.
Exactly. Yeah,
Look at this! Look at
last time Mario jumped, and I was gonna say he might jump again.
Why fireball? You had the corner pressure, right?
It was too risky right there. Well, G's fireball is one of the best in the game, so I wouldn't even say it's too risky. I would say that it was an unnecessary risk that he took when the previous time, if he had paid attention, Mario jumped out of the corner.
That jab buffer is like haunting me, bro. I can't even combo jab to jab as Zangief, and this guy gets a full corner carry.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's like jab green hand on crack.
Yeah. Jab green hand full corner.
But in Street Fighter 4 terms, if you stand short green hand on crack.
Oh my god, yeah, just buffer all day.
Yeah.
Clean.
Nice. Doesn't use the super on that one.
Next hit wins. Oh.
I'm very surprised that Chris decided to walk up in that situation, because if you have that V trigger, you could just back up and just start doing V skill, and Mario, you know, Mario can't really do anything about it.
You have multiple safe ins when that V trigger is activated, and something I want to point out is that both players surprisingly pressing very low amount of buttons. Everything's very like for a reason, right? Very clean play.
My prediction is that you know, Mario is going to feel more scared to press buttons as the game goes on, because we're already seeing the stand shorts and the crouching jab into buffers, so that's going to really bother Mario as the set goes on, for sure.
Absolutely, especially
with that stand short buffer right there, like the neutral's getting, you know, you don't want the one thing that's really strong about your character to get neutered, and that's the for Karen.
Yeah, that's a really good point. One light buffer, and it'll immediately psychologically discourage you from playing your main strength, right?
Yeah, and early on in the round, Chris was actually pushing Mario to the corner, but now we see the complete opposite happening, and it's really good for Mario to keep his composure.
Ooh, the reactions on that, bro. Oh, grab. Excuse me? Did he cock? Does that cock his hurt box?
It does, just a little bit. This is again. As soon as I see this, it's just an unwinnable situation. Good game.
GG.
That's just too powerful. That's so fucking brain dead. That is so fucking brain dead. Very smart for Chris to do that, though.
On block, V skill cancel, you're safe, hella chip damage. You get to do it again 3-4 more times.
There's no risk.
0.
He's actually caught Mario a lot from that, so...
Yeah, well, like, you know, Karen's, like, hallmark is fast movement speed with confirmed, right? But if you can't walk left-right because you're scared of the low, it neuters your character in every way.
Allowing G to walk up and possibly get the man grab or, you know, something.
Yeah.
Nice confirm. Very nice confirm. Command grab. Oh.
Ooh, nice anti-air.
Mario thought the same way that I did on that one to jump back. Now let's see if Mario's going to jump out again. I highly doubt it.
Oh my god, that was a ridiculous bet. You know what's even more ridiculous? Chris read it.
Yeah. I think that was actually a really good EXDP. It was a good bet. I think that it was even though it didn't work out, I think that it was a very like understandable situation to EXDP. See, it's not about whether you're taking the risk or not. Sometimes you got to be able to justify the risk, and I think that in that situation, you know, he's already up one game, and he was like, fuck it. He might press the button, because Chris CCH might be thinking like, oh, I have a lot of life. If he does EXDP, I won't take that much damage.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Just like the risk reward, I'll take a DP, because in my head, I was like, I'll take a DP. I
would have taken a DP right there. Exactly.
Oh my god. Ooh, misses it. Low 4 was just out of range with the counter hit pushback. Grab. Ooh, try to jump back, target combo, misses.
Nice.
Pressure.
Short walk up throw.
Oh my.
Game over.
Oh,
it's game over.
One more guess.
He's gonna EXDP. He's gonna EXDP. Oh!
Yeah?
Oh. I would have EXDP'd.
as annoying as Karen is, like, G just makes her seem like she has no tools, you know?
Yeah. Plus his fireball. I think Chris needs to use his fireball more, actually.
Yeah. Level 2, it gets way faster as well, right?
It's so ridiculous. Good. It's literally like top 3, I would say top 3 to top 5. Top 3 fireballs in the game, 100%.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Level 3, if you get hit, you get pushed full screen.
Yeah, but level 2 is the best one.
Oh yeah, it's so fast. So fast.
Broken.
Oh, look at that,
He's gonna jump. He has to jump. See?
Oh, he jumped the level 2 fireball. Knocks him down, loses the level. This is huge for Mario. Huge.
That was a really good anti-air.
What are we, 2 hits from winning for Mario? Yeah, 2 hits. 2 hits from Mario, 1 hit from Chris. Ooh, watch the buffers.
Wow.
Watch the buffers.
Ballsy. That was like, that entire situation was such a scramble, and if Mario had just decided, if Mario could have picked up the fact that Chris was moving very sporadically, then he could, you know, hold down back a little bit more, because he could tell, you know.
Yeah.
Chris played very sporadic in that situation. He didn't need to feel nervous. That looked like nervous play.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge part of Street Fighter 5, right? As we all know, like getting the first hit is very critical. Yeah. But if both players are kind of paranoid, and you know your opponent is playing a little more timid, you can fucking just steal turns like that.
Yeah. So that's if that was what Chris was thinking, then good for him. No blocks again.
Sick. Oof.
Don't fireball again.
Oh, I love the whip punish there. Just to say, fuck you, don't, right? No view reversal? Ooh, look at that. Clean. No, don't gotta commit. You don't gotta commit, right?
That was like the perfect example of how to play when you have a life lead and you just want to, like, be a wall. That was a perfect example of how to play like a wall.
Okay, Mario wants to redeem a heat check. That is very sudden. Okay.
He wants to probably switch the B skill.
Possibly.
What's Karen's second B trigger?
It's the parry.
I don't even know what it looks like, bro.
It does mad damage. I can't imagine. Wait, does Karen even have a second V skill? I don't know it.
FYI, Mario bodied Chris in their last first attempt. What?
Really? Okay, so Mario's redeeming his heat check. He needs to reset his mind. I don't know how I feel about redeeming a heat check this early.
Yeah, I don't really.
Bro, dude, this is game 3. If Chris gets even like a 2-game spree, bro, you're gonna be in trouble.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I would definitely try to save that, especially if you know that you're going up against a character like
save it mid-set, because there's things in a long set that doesn't click in your mind. So honestly, like fucking game 7, game 8.
There's not much to actually think about right now, because for 2 reasons. One, because it's still very early, and you could have some data on your opponent, but it's still very early. And then on top of that, you're playing against G. So what really are you thinking about? Like, what is your option here? Did I block or did I fucking get command grab? Like, what are you thinking about?
Exactly. I think the meta has yet to fully develop itself for you to heat check to acknowledge that you're behind on the meta. So now, Chris still has his heat check, and now, like, because like in the first of 10, it's just it's a game of like who's controlling the meta, right? And if you redeem your heat check too early, you have no like lifesaver to reset the meta, right? So now Chris has not only a game lead, but he has a heat check over Mario, and psychologically, he's like, yo, I made him redeem that game 3. I own him.
Exactly. So Chris is probably going to play a little bit more confident now.
Yeah, look at that. Fierce into fierce.
Now here's the extra layer of craziness is where, what if Mario planned for that, and then because he's going to play more confident, then he's going to be more aggressive, then he can play more defensive,
Oh, I love this shit, dude. Ooh, yeah, he went for command grab. You're right. Playing a little more offensive. Mario says, fuck you, I'm DPing out.
That was a beautiful DP from Mario, actually.
Bro,
but it's game over, though. Can't do anything, as soon as that V trigger is activated, it's game over.
It's so fucked up. This character is so good. The hallmark of a stupid balanced character is when all the casuals or all the top players have a pocket of that character. Everyone got a pocket key, dude. You got to survive the streets.
I really like how Chris is using his standing heavy punch. He cracked right there with the forward jump, but I liked how he was using his heavy punch.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, hey, you want to play the poke game? Okay, I'm gonna wiggle around and throw the crush counter system in your face, right? Slow down on those.
Yeah, and that's not easy to do against
Oh my god, Chris is playing so confident. The reads have been on point.
Yeah, but he also has 1 hit away from V trigger, so he figures if I actually connect with the super, I'm 1 V trigger combo from death.
I was just gonna say next hit has to kill because you cannot let G breathe. Like a good strategy that I've been trying to implement in this matchup is if G is like 2.5 bars, I make sure my next hit is a crush counter or a fucking SPD. You cannot let him breathe with that shit.
Yeah. And it would be very smart of you to be careful about the buttons and special moves you're doing, because you're building his V trigger when he's around 2.5 bars. So if you're gonna hit him, make sure you hit him hard, so that way you're in his face when you do hit him.
Exactly, 100% agree. And those are like the little micro wars of attrition you got to manage, you know?
Yeah. But Mario has one chance and one chance only to win, and that's from this situation. If he cannot capitalize here, it's game over.
He needs 2 hits regardless.
Oh,
maybe right here. Okay, even game. Even game. Ooh.
Not even. That's game over. It's game over.
Oh, no. One more guess. Oh, bro.
Oh, what a...
Wake up, jump back!
Oh, he tried to super! He tried to super! I think he tried to super because he got hit from the V skill. If he was blocking, he would have blocked. I think he tried to maybe...
Yeah. I think he had inputted it in his brain of like, if he cancels this, I'm gonna do it. But then it was like spur of the moment, slight frame reaction, and then just boom, missed the input. And that's the thing, right? That's the type of shit that'll mindfuck you. So you got to save your heat checks for that.
Oh man, that's a horrible loss for him. Loss.
Yeah, dude.
That's a bad loss. I had a couple of those against Eduardo. Definitely. It fucks with your head. Because you feel like you're putting so much energy to fight against the bullshit that you're going up against.
Yeah,
and then
I agree.
Your opportunity to win just gets like stolen like that.
100% agree. Hey, Zero Loyalty, can you switch the camera back? There it is. Boom. Nice.
Chris is playing really good in neutral right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so clean. So clean. Yeah. That's a really interesting.
You're gonna see both players warm up. Look at this, like he's on fire right now.
Feel it.
He's on fire.
Command grab. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, Gabe. My bad.
Both players are gonna be warming up as the set goes on, so
yeah.
I think the first few matches both were definitely like shaky.
Yeah, the concept of warming up too, it's not even like you go into a ranked warm-up. Like no, like when you're playing a high level 1st to 10, you need to feel that rhythm of that hyper awareness. Yeah. And then when both players have warmed up and they're like primed, that's when you start seeing some fucking flashy shit.
Yeah.
Back grab. That's a huge back grab. That's huge.
Yeah.
G 2.5 bars. He needs to make the next hit hurt. He needs to make this hurt. Like Chris knows. Right here, perfect, ideal situation. In his face, make it hurt. Huge.
He's gonna press jab. Oh
my gosh.
He has to. Come on, that's game.
Not yet. No. He has DP. He has DP option.
I don't care. It's game, Danny. I'm telling you, it's game. Oh my god. Wait, I've never seen that combo drop though in the corner. How did that drop?
Final round.
He woke up jab with a fully loaded G. What? Yo, those light kick buffers are sick. I'm liking it. Very clean.
Oh wait, shoutouts to Brian F for rating the channel with 164 viewers.
Hell yeah. Shoutouts to my boy Brian. Love you, dude. Thanks for the support.
Yeah. Anybody in here that was not already following Brian's channel, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, that's the
He's been doing a lot of like videos lately in tech and everything too, so
yeah, great fucking content. Consistent.
Yeah,
Consistent's the most important. Dude, I hate that that's better than Zingy's body splash. Oh, no meter? This is guess for game. This is guess for game.
That's it. What a guess. I need that one opportunity. That's game again. That same bullshit happened. The previous game, he had that one opportunity, but he wasn't.
That's the issue.
The whiffed grab situation happened. Yeah, see, that's just fucked up.
Dude, see, that's why you don't redeem your heat check game 3, bro.
Yeah, you need it.
Now Chris lives in your head. Now Chris just lives in your fucking head. Yeah. And like, that's the worst thing to get hit with. The Street Fighter 5 options, like, mistime my grab. Oh shit. Fucking, let's kung fu fight and fucking crush counter up. Oh man, it's so crazy.
The Snake Eye special, bro. Dude. He's so good at that. He's so good at that whipping throw. Dude. And then following up with a
nothing infuriates me more than Snake Eyes' neutral. It is so annoying to deal with.
Super annoying. Bro.
It's so he knows how to push your.
You know why it's even more annoying too? Because he plays super unorthodox as like anybody other than Zangief.
Yes. People know him as Zangief, but dude, Him with any character
He's
is
just
such a
God, though.
nightmare. He's just
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He's just so good. Oh my god.
Nice.
We're not
Random.
taking that.
Yeah. That was a nice dash command grab.
Honestly, I wouldn't even necessarily
Oh.
say it. Oh, that was almost it. That
Any kill? I
I
would
don't think so.
burn. Oh.
Grab.
Oh, no, again, not again,
no,
bro.
no,
again.
no. I believe in Mario.
See?
All right,
See, that's what he
That's
tried
a
to
win.
do. That
that's a win. That's a win for Chris.
it is. No, yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Next hit would
No,
have
he won the
dude.
first
No,
round. He
oh,
won
yeah.
the first round with him, so fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, that's not terrible for Chris, though.
No.
And like that dash command
Mario
grab.
has to block more this round. Mario needs to block more neutral so he could gain more bar.
See, now that Chris has momentum in this first to 10, he can get away with squirrely shit. Even if he gets punished with it, he's representing to Mario's like, I'm gonna fucking do this. Like, you gotta allocate your mind to think about that, right?
Yes,
All right, Mario
yes.
shows signs of life, dash up, steals a turn.
I like how Mario's playing right now.
Chris's
Slowly
defense,
building up that bar.
Chris's defense, I like it. Just like, nope, I will never tech. I'm gonna force you to grab me so many times in a row.
Oh, no.
Overzealous. Punish. Make it hurt. Make it hurt. Make it hurt. Jump in. Don't activate yet. Wait till you get to this corner. Alright. Hold these
Bro.
plus frames.
Ooh. That's game. I'm like, my mind is literally just accustomed to say that anytime this motherfucker pops V trigger. I just always want to say that's game.
Hold on. No. I have hope. No cancel?
The super! Where's the super, Mario? You had it, Mario!
No.
You got hit again!
No. Don't do this to me, Mario. You're messing with my emotions. Huge background. I like it. Almost even on meter. Okay.
Oh,
The name of the game is fuck GF till he gets around 2.5 bars, and then make sure you're in his face.
That was a great jump out from Chris. Nice roundhouse.
Huge sweep. Ooh.
Yeah, you can't really tell. You can't jump on him right now. Just gotta wait it out, bro.
Oh, so sick.
Oh no. Oh,
Chris is in his little try-hard mode right now. I love it. All right. Mario needs 2 hits. Chris needs 1 hit. That's 1. Next hit wins. Both players.
Oh, that was godlike. As soon as he did the back throw, my first thought was, is he gonna, like, how can he roundhouse activate? Or, you know?
That was
actually OD.
Sick counter hit into. Okay, let me control
something
myself.
that I noticed as well. Something that I'm noticing right now is Mario isn't actually getting hit with like the 50-50 setups as much as most people do. He's blocked a lot of the situations on his wake up or guessed correctly with a jump out. He's literally only getting hit in neutral right now.
Yeah.
He's not really dying off of the 50-50s in the corner or anytime G activates feature. He's just getting randomly stray hits. I think that he needs to play a little bit tighter in the neutral and block more, because you're guessing correctly of what Chris CCH wants to do every time.
Yeah, I agree. And I think
most times.
Yeah, if he plays a little more airtight in the neutral, because Chris is like lobbing out like crush counters, just hoping, right?
Yes.
Just trying to represent that, like, hey, you want to play clean like that, right?
That was a great whip.
That was clean. Great counter post.
Oh. EX. Yup. There it is.
Look at that. That is so good. You can't jump either.
Oh, exactly what he needed. Kill.
The frame kill?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Wonderful jump. Wonderful jumping. Wonderful. Fucking
GG's.
the amount of brain power needed.
GG's. Oh.
Man, that's heartbreaker. He tried to anti-air that with with a jab. That was a great counter hit combo.
Oh my gosh. Dash, pressure.
Nice.
Dude, his DPs have been on
I'm
point.
telling you, he's guessed right almost every single time.
You can still grab a V reversal. Oh yeah, it's perfect. All right, chill. All right, block a couple more things. Get your.
No, that's so freaking stupid, man. See, another block on the 50-50.
I don't like that V.
Neither do I. That's game.
Oh, well.
EXDP? What a block!
No, hold on. He's
No,
chip
that's
range.
That's chip range.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. You can't do anything. Yeah, I didn't like that V reversal either because you're already in a fucked up situation. And
yeah, you might as well try to save it for some offense, right?
Yeah, I would say, especially since he's been guessing right. He's been guessing right most of the time. So the score right now is what, 4-2 or 5-2?
FGC Disturbed, dude, his block and DP is more read than guess. Well, that's what we mean. A read and a guess is one and the same. We're just using different terminology here.
Yeah.
A read is only a read you're associating with positive feedback, right? But it's still a guess. All right.
Yeah, and like this is without us really being inside of the minds of Chris CCH and Mario. This is just us, like Annie and I, trying to predict as best as we can on what these guys are thinking.
Yeah.
What we're noticing, Yeah, these are really good fireballs right now.
Bro, look at this level. What do you do?
It's just
okay.
It's really good control from Chris. Very confident.
Get used to the crush counter button. Oh my god. Almost got whip punch. Nice. Good anti-air. Chris has been abusing Karen's like lackluster anti-air, but now Mario has been way more on point. Hyper aware. Allocating more of his mind towards like the air, right? Like no body splashes, please. Oh, dude.
Another guess, but you're not gonna win that. You're not gonna win that situation. G didn't even have V trigger yet.
That's rough.
And you had like 5% life.
Well,
dash command grab. Man,
yeah, I like that. Burn it early. Now build some more because you're up around anyways.
Yeah.
And we chilling. Big chilling. Look at this. You got corner position too. You're good.
Man, these Mario is literally guessing right almost every single time.
But it doesn't matter. That's what people need to understand. Like when a matchup is bad, we're talking about over a span of a stat sheet, And then what you're seeing right now is like the clear advantage on the stat sheet that G has, right? On average, Mario is gonna have to guess a little more. Like he's gonna have to work a little harder to find an in. And Chris understands this perfectly and is like, say what you want about G, but he's a top tier character or top high tier, and you got it. We're if you're trying to play to win, you're gonna abuse every mechanic you can. You feel me? So you can hate on G all you want. I personally hate the fucking character, but you gotta respect the fucking desire to do whatever it takes to win, right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to take that call, but everything Danny said, I agree.
Yeah. Chris is playing very clean. The fireball placement, the hard punch placement to counter poke, the light kick buffers, like so clean.
His fireballs right now are too precise.
Yeah, and I think a lot of players will look at G and be like, oh, you just activate V trigger, but then what do you do before that happens? What do you do before you get the meter?
He's playing really good neutral.
Yeah, and this is what you need to do to be a solid G player. I mean, if you want to just V trigger, you're not going to get very far. But then you got to play like this. You got to play kind of triple shimmy grab.
That was like just shut your ass up. Like that was the shut your ass up fucking shimmy 3 times. I'm in your ass. That's what that was.
Oh, clean anti-air. Oh, and the whip punish. I like it.
Oh.
I mean, I'm rooting for Mario right now, man. I feel him in this matchup.
We definitely got to see. Like the crazy thing is that the matches, the past few matches have been heavily towards Chris's favor, just in the way the neutral's going. But Mario has been playing good.
+2.
See all these, like I'm telling you, bro. How is he on point with all these guesses?
I love it, dude. Yo, Mario.
He needed that round. He really needed that round.
I'm really glad these two wanted to play each other too, because like I mean, as you see, like you didn't know too much about MarioDB's Karen, right? But this dude's sick, man. He's so sick.
Really good. Nice, confirm. Oh, you need to confirm
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
You need to confirm
yeah, if you play Karen, with great power comes great responsibility. You gotta be 100%. You gotta be pumped. Like the standard is set.
No, you needed that punish. You needed that confirm.
Trigger. No.
Don't do this.
See, now you gotta
Don't do this, Mario.
What'd you learn? What'd you learn, Mario? Oh my God! I really don't let this happen to you.
Don't let this happen. Mario, don't let this happen. Let this happen.
Can we pull one out for a fallen brother to the president? You thought we had an oppressive president in the United States? You have not been on the streets.
Oh, man.
Mr. G be holding it down. See, this is a huge issue because
like your awareness.
See,
your lack of awareness 3 times in a row let you down.
Bro, this is when he needs a heat check right now. But Mario decided to use a heat check
every
game 3.
match.
Bro, he needed a heat check so bad.
He needed a heat check every round, bro.
He is ice cold right now. He needed a heat check every round.
But he's playing like, look, he's like playing on point, but then
yeah, dude, this character. Oh my God. Can I do a new rule? G players aren't allowed to have a heat check. They're already just ridiculous.
Why is a G player even allowed on a heat check? Great.
Boom. Okay,
this doesn't phase Chris though. Activate.
Yeah.
He's gonna activate. I would just activate if I was him. I wouldn't even go for the EX. Oh no, the one lag spike! Did you see the lag spike?
That was sick. Don't do it.
No.
So smart.
I saw a lag spike, but
so I saw it too. Chris threatened. He was threatening the dash punch.
Yeah.
Knew Mario wanted to make something happen to prevent that. Walked back on the grab and whip punish immediately. So clean. Oh, come on, you gotta hit these confirms. I believe in Mario.
What's the score? Oh, I forgot.
Bro, don't look at it. It's 7-2 right now, bro.
Oh man, come on.
Oh. You gotta whip punish that.
Oh, this is
horrific. This is free. This is fucking free right now, dude. Oh, fuck.
Gotta take. Oh, what a backdash.
Nice.
Like, you really backdash right there. I would have taken the throw.
Dude, Chris is exposing every little, like, 3% option on, like, Karen's blind spots, you know? Like, that jump in, like, combining
He's playing such a strong neutral
dude,
game.
it's crazy.
Karen is having a hard time focusing on the jump-ins because he was jumping in the beginning more, but he stepped up his neutral. Like, he started shutting down Mario on the ground, and that is what led him to be able to get more successful jump-ins as well. You know?
Exactly, and then that's what I mean by like the importance of like a heat check. You know what I mean? It's just like when a player gets hot like this and you're mind fucked, you need that reset. Right. Yeah, Mario redeeming it game 3, we already called it. It's a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Yeah, because he could have, something that I want to mention as well is something that could get inside of the player's mind after losing rounds like that is it going to happen again? The next time that you have the life lead, is that guy going to stick around again? And then it happens again, and then it happens again, and that's when you need some sort of heat check to just stop and think about it, So that, and the pattern is the past, 9 to 10 rounds he's been losing in a very similar fashion.
Oh my god. So Chris is not doing the dash punches and he's like, fuck it. Like, I know you're scared, so I'm just gonna do fierce, so I crack you open. Regardless, it's plus. Bro, oh my.
Great block.
Not only did he know when to jump in, just jump in block. Like,
yeah.
I got hit.
That just
I would
shows
have
how
DP'd.
deep you are inside of your opponent's mind, because you have that big of a lead in the first 10, and you decide to jump in and not press something when all of your jump-ins you've been pressing something. You're definitely inside of his head.
Exactly, and like that's the interesting psychology about a first to 10, right? Like whoever gets the head start on the meta, like it's fucking huge, because now you can dictate the next 2 or 3 like meta levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And those also come from like having that much life lead in the first 10. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really good analogy.
Lead.
Having the life lead in a first to 10.
Yeah.
Of the match lead rather.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I did not think this would be blown up like this.
What's up, Jency? Yeah, I mean, I guess Chris is actually proving to us why Mario's account is a warlord.
So before this, Chris said Luigi got Mario his warlord account. I didn't say it. I'm just a messenger. I'm just TMZ today, right?
And I didn't say it either. It was Chris CCH who started it off.
Yeah, Chris CCH with his disproportionately deep voice for his young-looking face said, "Yeah, you know,
Luigi right now. The score is 9-2, right?
This is not looking too good.
I can't. Or 8-2.
I can't watch this, man. I can't. I feel like I'm watching like a World Star video of someone getting jumped. This is bad.
Once it gets around the 2-win streak, 3-win streak, it starts getting dangerous. And as soon as you hit, if you don't break a 3-win streak, you are mentally screwed.
Yeah, and even then, like not only digging out of like the trenches of the deficit, but the meta deficit, you're gonna be stressing yourself. You got to outthink 3 different plans now instead of just the current meta. Yeah. Chris has enough of a match lead to create 3 more metas, and it's like, ugh. Okay.
This doesn't even mean anything.
Yeah, I know.
He literally is up 9-2, and this isn't gonna kill. I don't think this is gonna kill.
Chris is. Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Chris, just activate. Don't
Chris,
even. Yeah,
please.
just activate. Just activate.
Chris, just activate and watch him stress out.
Yeah.
Just activate and just stress him out. Just stress him out.
Yeah, he's rubbing his mask too. Like, don't. Oh, that's so heartbreaking, and that's gonna kill. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
See, another example of a round just like in the tip of your fingers, and then you think about, am I gonna drop this again? And you do drop it again. You didn't have to walk up and get hit by that medium kick. If this was chess, it wasn't your turn. He had V trigger. It wasn't your turn to walk up. You just gotta just hold down block in that situation and let him move his queen piece wherever he wants, because it's G. He could activate whenever he wants. He could EX.
You know, the general rule of a heat check is like, I want both players to be in the Discord after this so we can hear the strategy. I almost want to make an exception and be like, hey Mario, you don't have to be in this one, man.
Oh, that's how easy this is. I would say we gotta let Mario. We gotta let Chris CCH in, and Mario can't, because you gotta let him hold it and you gotta let him think about it. He's not gonna want to come in and just talk. It's like when you lose in tournament and somebody says, hey man, so who'd you lose to? Like, shut.
Oh god, I fucking hate that.
Come on, use it.
Doesn't matter. No.
That's gonna kill, I think.
No, it won't.
No?
2 hits.
Oh my god, again. Look at the life bar. This is like the universe is screaming. They don't want you to win, bro. God does not want you to win.
I do not want to look. I'm not looking.
Oh, that would have been godlike.
I can't. Oh my god. So but that is Chris, even if he lost that, he doesn't give a fuck. That's still not even the game.
We got Demon Dan in the chat. What's going on, bro?
What's up, Demon Dan? But Chris knows it's just you have to stress out just to scrape that win. I'm still winning on the meta by 300 miles.
Yeah. Absolutely. Nice. Look at this confidence, bro. Oh, what in the CFN?
What in the CFN? Oh my god. Is Mario gonna quit after Chris is up 9-2? He'd be like, no, I can't play under these conditions.
Oh, what a dash. What a confident dash. Wow.
Next hit wins.
Don't give him breathing room. You better win this round. Oh, that's game. That's game. Not again. Oh my god. Oh, he was gonna confirm into super. I didn't see that coming. I would have died. I would have died. I would have died.
Mario, Mario, please. Lord.
Yeah, I would have died too.
Lord, if you're out there, please look after my brother, Mario DB.
You need to pray right now, bro.
Oh, Chris just immediately did a heat check. Chris redeems his heat check and goes.
Well,
okay.
I don't think it's to like re-strategize. I think he
no.
has to take a piss or something, you know.
Yeah, he's like, I was like, oh shit, man, I've been freeing this motherfucker up all day. Ooh.
Yeah, I've been holding in this shit for a while.
I've been taking the shit all over him. I need to go piss once in a while.
Now, if somehow Mario does make a comeback, and that is a fat if,
oh,
he would
man.
need to win. He would need to win seven in a row, and if that were to happen, Chris CCH would have to join the Discord so we could all shit talk him and tell him how badly he choked.
Bro, no, there's just the only way Chris
is too good. He's not gonna let that
he's
happen.
playing so clean, and like even if Mario ascends even like 20 or 30% above Chris, it doesn't matter, just because on the raw stat sheet of how much better G is, like how much more stressful G applies fucking more pressure than Karen does. It's just like
he's man. He has a long road ahead of him for sure, and CCH is not the type of player to just lose 7 in a row matches.
Round 1.
Bro.
Fight.
I bet Chris's mom is walking into his room and like, Christopher Hancock, you don't do that to friends. You do not.
Sweetie.
Oh my god.
What did we say about you? What did
we say? Mom, I'm on stream. Dude, you know.
Hey, no apple for you. Thank you for the sub, man.
Yo, thanks, Nate. Okay, Mario's showing a little bit of life, or Chris just really needs to take a piss.
Chris could literally afford his mom coming into his room and telling him to wipe off the piss from the toilet seat. He could just go, you know. Shout outs to Sad Dave for that comment.
Oh my god, okay. Look at Chris. Dude, you know what the most disrespectful thing is? Is when your opponent just sits there. Just like, what are you gonna do? Like, look at Chris. Look at G when he's crouching. Like, what'd you do? Oh, there you go, big guy. You do your little footsies, huh? Aww. Oh, get over there. What'd you learn? Oh my god. Oh, it's a beatdown now.
Dude, these like,
dude, even with the DP's on point.
Even with everything is on point.
Look, he has trigger in full.
He's gonna EX. It's
see, Mario has to make something. You see that Mario's like, I gotta kill him.
Yeah, he has. Oh, that's what you gotta confirm. You gotta confirm on the read. Yo.
Okay, that was godlike. Okay, he was ready.
That was godlike.
A meter confirm into super.
That was actually godlike.
Okay.
It was godlike.
Okay,
although you. Oh god, you fucked up heavy, and then you made up for it with. That was good.
Ooh, but do you guys see the stress on a player when Chris didn't even activate, and he wasn't even standing to buffer an activation.
Yeah.
But Mario felt the need to like, I need to do this. Like, I got fucked up before. I need to do this now. I need to finish this now. And Chris knows that and was just like, go ahead. Like you could take this game, but I'm guaranteed a game because of how stressed out you are.
Yeah, easily. You know, and in this situation, Mario is thinking, man, I won 2 in a row, and now the first round he's about to win, so he's already thinking about the second round and how he's gonna make this big comeback. So Chris's mind isn't even on this round anymore.
Yeah, Chris doesn't even have to really think. He's just like, I just gotta honestly, I just gotta roll some dice.
Yeah.
And eventually, like, all the stress is on you to be the better player. I don't have to be the better player. I just gotta roll fucking dice right now.
Especially with V-Trigger almost popped right now. What are you really gonna do? Mario's only chances for this situation right here, for the throw mix-up, no, he's not gonna do it.
Yeah, even then
what a ballsy. Here, this is it, 50-50. What a jump in. Well, no, oh my god.
Hold up. Mario Mario found a paper towel. He's wiping a little bit of the shit off. He's like, hold up. Not like this.
Mario's playing really good right now. At this point, Chris is starting to think like, all right, you got to turn it up again. You got to play like you were playing. You can't be too confident. Yeah, see?
Yeah, like
goes for the whip punish. He's playing with the more defensive mindset.
Bro,
what a freaking!
Why can I get over?
How is he able to?
Dude, Mario, have you considered playing like a grappler? Because your reads are
not just that, bro. I'd go to Vegas if I was him right now.
Oh my god, bro, these DPs are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That looked like a cross up. Excuse me? Oh my god, that's huge. That's huge. Wake up, super.
Oh.
I would have done it. I would have done it as the.
Oh, that's gonna be. What a read! This man!
How?
How?
Okay, hold on. Next hit wins. Next hit wins.
Oh no.
But Chris gets 2 or 3 free ins right here.
Oh my god, you gotta confirm, bro!
Oh yeah.
You gotta confirm, Mario!
No,
Mario,
you know what?
You need to confirm. This is why
he gets a pass, dude. He gets a pass though, but on his DPs have been so on point. Like he gets a little bit of a pass.
Yeah, no, he does. He does. All his energy is going towards the DPs. It's very. This is 9-6 right now, right? Or is it 9-5?
9-5. Yeah,
9-5. Damn, you got a long way to go, bro.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Like, I had to outguess a G stat sheet 5 games
I would use
in a
this.
row.
I would put this in my resume.
I would put this in my resume.
I made a comeback.
Come back on G as carry.
Oh, he's in his ass right now. No, he's definitely making great reads.
Hold on. So what do you think is the breaking point where like Chris has to wear?
I don't know, man. He's outspacing him. This is really looking nice. Oh, what a backdash. Roundhouse.
No, I don't like this.
Oh.
Okay, good block.
You're gonna get hit. So it's okay. But you have one more chance. You were gonna get hit. What a read! This man is literally.
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Oh no! Oh, what a read, yo! What? Oh no! Not again! Oh, guys, godlike. Yo, Mario is fucking god.
Let's fucking go! Okay.
He is playing so on point.
He is so godlike right now.
He is
so fucking godlike right now.
And Chris needs to just finish the job. You just gotta play solid, bro. Don't get overwhelmed.
Dude, I think if Mario gets game 4, like that's the reverse meta is gonna happen. Like, oh my god, I blew it. Manga?
Yeah, bro. Oh my god. I'm done, yo. Yo, high five needs to clip. How many of these have they kissed?
I don't even fucking care.
Okay, there we go. There you go. In that situation, though.
How are you DPing? How is this happening?
This shit is fun.
Like, I was
Wait, hold on. Wait, Chris is on match point.
I'm dumbfounded.
Chris is on match point. Oh, no. Make it hurt.
No.
Is he gonna backdash again? Oh, nice. Nice meaty. Nice throw. Walk up throw. Oh, that was so ballsy of Chris. No. Oh my god. Oh, this is godlike. This is OD. This is OD. This is not happening.
Oh, I can't.
Mario DB.
Oh, do the commentators get a heat check? Oh my god. Woo.
Yo, and Chris already used this heat check.
Yeah, Chris tried to swag use his heat check after 1 win, and now Mario is mounting a nasty comeback.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Oh my god, this is so sick. So sick. Okay. Yeah, take every 10 seconds. Take every second.
9.8 seconds on that one.
9 seconds. It's like, okay, I'm good, right?
Yeah.
He's looking at something in the mirror like, you got this, Chris.
Yeah,
Come on, you're such a good player. You're such a good player, Chris.
There you go. All right, Chris is getting it. Chris is getting it back.
Level 2 fireball. That's
Mario has to play a little bit more calm.
This is all free damage. This is all free damage before phase 2 of the boss fight.
Damn. Oh no. Oh, that you gave that round to
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah,
No, you gave that round to Chris.
Yeah, this is
You
gonna
gave that round.
back grab.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
backdash. Oh, you gave that round. You needed to be. This is bad.
Okay, this is bad. This is bad.
Here we
Okay.
go. Chris
Okay.
needs one more round and he'll take it.
Cinderella story, I think, is over. The
Maybe.
oppression. The oppression. Oh, oppression.
Now
of the
that's
president's back
no
on.
damage. He's got to play more solid in the neutral. If Mario stands a chance. Chris needs to calm down though. Oh, that's a nervous jump in right there. You got to calm down a bit, Chris.
I cannot wait for this post-fight interview. I cannot fucking wait.
Oh,
hold up.
Nice.
corner
EX with
carry.
extra damage. Another backdash. These are great reads from Chris. Oh, no backdash
no.
that time though. No backdash. Oh, you're gonna get hit. What a read! What a read! This man is nuts! Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the end. How does he have 55% stun? What a read! Oh my god! Oh my god! No, not even. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is nuts! Oh no, the read! The read! Oh my god! The reads on this man!
I have no words. I have no words. I have 0 words. This is
Chris needs to win this.
ridiculous.
Chris needs to win this. If he doesn't win this,
Yeah, the 4 games. That's a Cinderella story. That's when the momentum
this
completely.
oh, you gotta confirm. Oh, but nice jumping. Oh, I would have used the EX right there. No, 60% stun. Oh, that could have been. Oh, is that game? No, use the ball.
No,
Use the ball.
That was godlike. That was godlike. That was godlike. That was godlike. He saved the stun.
I would have
so
used.
he-
I would have used all of that though. Wow.
No.
That confident.
Exactly. So he knew the pressure was all on Chris. So he recognized. He's like, no, I'm not. I can't spend EX. I'm gonna do the fucking reset and force the stress on him. That was fucking. God.
This is 5 straight.
That's
It's 9-7. This is the
Okay.
first. This is back to the first 3.
Oh my God.
And you're
Okay.
just down. You're down.
No, he
2-0
needs
right now.
He needs 2 more, and then Chris has to win by 2. Then he gets another extra life. He gets.
Oh
if it's
yeah,
not,
he just needs to
it's
win
1 by 2. It's 1 by 2.
Life.
So
Yo.
yo. If Mario gets to 6, this becomes a
Oh,
becomes
that was
a win by
godlike.
2. This is a win by 2 format.
Mario.
It's my rule, Slavic. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, that's a heartbreaking.
You won't do it.
You won't do it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Activate. No, that's game. Why? He really woke up with a jab. He had no meaty. He tried to meaty with roundhouse.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh man, that's a heartbreaker loss.
Dude, I
That's
can't.
a heartbreaking loss.
I don't know how many more matches
Mario
I have
can
in me.
take.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, great block from Chris. What an anti-air from Mario.
Bro, but Chris has super, man. Now Chris can do a fuck you wake up.
Really?
Super.
Oh, that's game.
That's game. That's
In the
game.
corner, in
That's
the
game.
corner too.
I don't believe.
I don't believe it. Oh my god.
I believe again.
This man is
I
done.
believe. I'm sorry. This man is done.
This is not happening. EX, he's gonna go for the EX. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gonna go EX again? Oh my god, you gotta confirm! You gotta... Not like this, Mario! Mario! That's game! No, it's not! Oh my god! No! Not like this! Mario, you had 2 fucking confirms at the end, bro. You had 2 confirms, Mario.
Mario. Oh my god.
Mario.
Holy shit.
You had 2 confirms right there. You had 2
Round 1.
confirms.
Wait, was that it?
Wait, no, that was it. That was it.
That was it, right? That was it, right?
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
That was
that's
it,
it.
right?
Yes,
That
that
was
was
it.
it.
He was already up 1-0, right? Are they playing again? Hey, tell them pause. What are they doing? Isn't it over? What is going on?
No, I'm pretty sure it's over.
It's over.
We're not tripping, right?
Yeah, Chris has 10, right?
Make sure on that. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because Chris had a 1-game lead. That's. Gabe, can you confirm? Or I'm so lost in the fucking meta right now. Okay. Dude, I honestly think they forgot that Chris was up a game, and they did a reset. All right, well, dude, I cannot do another. Yeah, I think they got so into the meta that it just doesn't matter. Gabe, can you confirm? Like, now I'm second guessing myself because they're playing very confidently right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, encore match. I hope you guys enjoy it, even though this doesn't matter. But dude, yeah, okay. I think it got so heated that I think they completely forgot that it's over.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yo, so Chris, I think in the midst of the hype, I think they forgot that it's like Chris was up a game. So they forgot
wait,
that
it's confirmed, right?
It's
Chris
confirmed.
won?
It's 10-7, yeah.
10-7. Damn. Both heat checks were 10-7.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Man, this was, it started off very bad. I'm not gonna lie. It started off
my god.
It started off interesting in the first 3 matches. The first 3 matches were interesting, and then it started going downhill for Mario.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god.
this is even. I feel so bad for him right now because he's like,
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
He has an extra match of stress against G for no reason.
Lost hope. This is so bad.
Oh man, this is the one salty.
Dude,
hey, where's Akuma? You're damn right about that. If Chris wins this, then we know for sure he was meant to win.
Yeah, dude.
No, this was really good. It's one thing to have a very big life lead in a first to 10, right? It's one thing to have a very big life lead and start to lose that life lead by having the opponent catch up to you, but still end up clutching it at the end than it is if you had the life lead and then you completely dropped it and Mario ended up winning. So that, definitely, you could see Chris had that moment where he lost 5 in a row or 4 in a row, whatever it was. And his brain was definitely starting to think negatively, like, oh, am I going to drop it? Am I going to drop it?
Yeah.
But,
am I going to be that guy, right?
Yeah, but it shows a sign of, being a good player of how he was able to just say, hey, you know what? You still got the life lead. It's okay. You can do it. And he definitely, ended it.
All right, let me rally the 2 little boys in.
But that was a great set. I mean, if you guys enjoyed that, please put some ones in the chat. Let's see how much you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Wait,
give
why
some
was it
ones in the motherfucking chat, please.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Bro, so
Chris CCH in the chat right now.
why was it over? Don't you win by 2?
That was 10. No.
No. It's win by 2 if it was 10-9.
Oh, I thought the rule was totally different. I thought you literally had to win 2 in a row.
Oh no.
No.
Win by 2 means if it's
9-9.
Yeah, you gotta win by 2.
Yeah,
all right,
I got it.
You young man, you guys never watch SBO or anything like that?
Yeah,
no.
Young kids.
They're too young for
Okay,
that.
so I have a lot of things to say here. First of all, fucking excellent showing. I think obviously Chris, you played very, very, very well. I loved your spacing. I love the just the spacing, because I think a lot of G, you think about the V trigger, but you don't think about the things that accumulate up to the V trigger, and I think you played that insanely clean. Mario, on your end, I found you took a little bit to warm up, but as let me tell you, as a fucking Zangief player, I have never seen so many.
Somebody guess right.
I have never seen someone guess right so many fucking times in my entire. Even on my hottest day, I don't think I've ever done
right
that
many times.
And that's my entire life.
Especially being down 9. Fucking
yeah, dude, that was fucking ridiculous. So so let's start with our winner first, Chris. What was your general strategy approaching the Karen matchup, and in general, how you wanted to approach Mario?
Okay, yeah. So there are two definitely. There's one approach. I'm gonna start with Mario just because I guess it's shorter. Because the thing about Mario,
damn, he was like, I didn't have to think that much.
No, they're just me and Mario play a lot. I watch a lot of Mario. I know that his tendencies with throws, they get kind of autopilot to where when you just keep avoiding them, he just keeps going for them over and over. So you saw me like doing that many backdash and throw attempts is generally not a good idea against Karin just because his shimmy game is ridiculous. Right. So that was kind of like a specific Mario thing. My strategy in the matchup, it hadn't changed like too much since last time I played Mario. I was willing to take more risks because before I was kind of thinking I should play like really risk averse since G wins neutral pretty hard. So I was willing to take more risks there. My strategy pretty much stayed the same where I just want to stay like within fireball and stay in heavy kick range because there's really just not much she can do about that. She can like backdash and whiff punch with EX Tanko against the fireball, or like she can whiff punch the stand roundhouse with B skill. But both of those aren't even that bad. So I just try to keep that range. But one thing I realized last time we played, or last couple of times we played, is that I would play that kind of style pretty well, but I would never get any reward off of it. Because I would always just keep going for pokes and pokes and pokes. I would never go for counter pokes or whiff punishes. Or one like really big thing this time that I came in with is whenever I noticed him like walk into a closer range, I would always try to go for the flying president there. Just because
the fuck is a flying...
The flying president? Alright.
Bro, I don't even know what fucking move that is, bro. What's the...
It's just a cool name. I want to use the real name because it's so cool. But it's like his splash thing, like his cross up.
The splash. Zangief splash.
Yeah.
All right.
Splash,
you definitely call it body splash because Zangief don't own that anymore. Definitely G owns that. Wow, I think what you pretty much expressed is I think you realized just long story short, like risk reward, right?
Yeah.
Playing a little more patient, but like which is really good. I think having that as a foundation as G is really critical. Because you can't just go nuts, right? Or else you're just going to hang yourself and you're going to rely on B-trigger comebacks only. But I think you're realizing the way you play neutral is you can play patient, play solid. You don't have to play like a nut, but you're pressing, you're taking advantage of more of those like, those situations where both players want to press a button. You're doing more fierces. You're doing more things to instill in his head that like, okay, like I get a huge payout and all the stress is on you to get a hit confirmed, right?
Yeah, and that's another thing actually is like a lot of times I have a really bad habit where when my neutral plan is working, I always just tend to like overextend, press a roundhouse and whip it, and a lot
of people have that bad habit of gaining momentum from just doing good in the neutral. It allows you to think that you're inside of your opponent's head very quickly, and then it makes you a little bit more antsy to press a button because you're feeling yourself more.
Yeah, exactly. And so in those situations,
very common problem to have for sure.
Yeah,
nice.
So I would just like wait for a second, like just down back and just see what he does before doing anything else.
Yeah.
So so while we have you on the momentum of talking, so what was, I guess, your strategy around immediately redeeming a heat check after Mario won? Was that just like, oh, he got a little bit of momentum, I want to absolutely kill any chance at that, or what?
Yeah,
or
that
did
was
you need to go pissed?
That was absolutely the idea. It's just like, all right, he got one game. I'm just gonna slow it down. Think about what he changed.
Just like, nope. Yeah, that's actually.
It didn't work, but I think it was a good idea still.
I respect it.
Oh my gosh.
I respect it though. I mean, it's very
I think me and Chris, thing. Yeah, meaning you're doubling down on your life lead, your match lead, and your confident lead, right? And the confidence in where you're controlling the meta of the first attempt, which is really fucking cool. Okay, so. Enough about Chris. All right, so Chris may have won, but Mario.
I think a lot of us ended up rooting for Mario towards that because it was such a great comeback that was being made.
That was. I mean, like, man, this is why I wanted to run these. Like, these are so fucking satisfying, and I kind of want to educate the public on like kind of the mindset. So even though you did lose, but you played a fucking hell of a match, and I really do mean that.
Very respectful, very respectful.
So same question for you. What was your matchup kind of approach for the character G itself, like your general matchup kind of approach, and then what was your approach towards Chris?
Well, my general approach, I didn't really play it against Chris. Like, Chris doesn't really defend his space well too much, if you notice. He's kind of like he has switches.
Yeah.
That's the main reason as to why I just kept going for like walk up crouch strong. That it works, but like the main issue is that he kept splashing on me, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, that splash is very hard for you to deal with.
But that's exactly what it was. Like, it wasn't really playing the G matchup, but the G matchup is normally like, you know, Karen has to approach, take your time, you know, be very patient, and just go for like whiff punishes on roundhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And once you convince the G to not press roundhouse, you go into the pocket where you just start hitting with mediums.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, is like, you know, and you use you whiff punish fireballs with dashes, right? You take space.
Yeah,
that's how I usually play it. But
well, I think that was the, you know, sorry for interrupting, but
no, it's okay.
I think the rounds that you were winning and doing really well in were the rounds that you were able to handle his fireball game. I think more so than the roundhouse, it was the fireballs that were kind of like dictating whether or not I'm about to see Mario take some sort of risk, because he's starting to get a little flustered because his fireball is really good. But I mean, you whiff punish a couple of them, but you know, when he gets going and when he's placing those fireballs really well, it's very bothersome. And those were the rounds that, you know, I think you were more prone to losing when you couldn't handle the fireball game as well.
Exactly. Like, you know, I was practicing with Luigi.
Yeah.
Like, he plays G, in my opinion, how G should play the matchup.
Ooh, I like that.
I think Chris doesn't play the matchup like it's supposed to be. I'm not trying to trash on him.
No, it's okay.
We're just talking about player matchup.
You can talk trash if you want. You could be salty if you want, but I know, like, you're not talking trash. But if you wanted to say some fucked up shit, by all means, bro, go ahead.
Well,
let me just chime in real quick. So what Mario was explaining, for, you know, I just kind of want to give layman terms. So in neutral, Mario noticed that Chris wasn't pressing as many buttons. That's what he means by like Chris kind of gives up space a lot. So if you know that as a player, if someone's not going to press a button to contest space, you can just walk up. And Mario did exactly that, which is very, very smart. Because if your opponent doesn't want to play the neutral game with like no, not throwing out any contesting, right? Because there's three things. You can either approach, you can either contest, like you can't go past the space, I'm going to throw a button to stop you or hit you, or you can walk back and whiff punish. And Chris wasn't doing any of that, so Mario smelled that and decided to walk up. But then, really smart from Chris counter adapted and goes, okay, I'm going to give you this space so that you can feel comfortable in this poke range. And then but also this range is fucked up for body splash. So I'm going to do that on you to counter.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Very smart. Very smart. I just want to point that out. Yeah. I just want to point that out for the chat. But anyways, continue, Mario, with your overall strategy with G and Chris.
When you're talking about the splash, that's exactly what was my issue during the first few games or so, like about the first 6 games. That really shouldn't be a strategy. Like, that's what I'm saying, is that Chris doesn't really play the matchup right, because if you want to get a counter poke or a whiff punish, you have to dictate space, right? You have to control space. Like, that's the only way you're going to get your opponent to whiff. Otherwise, you know, you'll just be, I mean, why not just walk deep? And that's what I'm talking about. Like, Chris doesn't really press a lot of buttons. So initially, I really shouldn't be whiffing, and splash shouldn't be working, because a lot of the time, Karen could just delay jab. Jab. That's what I tried to do at times way back, but I was so flustered that I just kept getting counter hits, and Splash just kept fucking me over. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we saw it.
We definitely saw it. It fucked you over a lot.
Because I mean, that's her main issue, right? It's she has a blind spot for her anti-airs.
There was a couple of times that he tried to do jab, and like you were, you know, a lot of the crouch fierces that you got were very, very well crouching fierces, but you're not going to get all of them, you know, and those placed a lot of those splashes to shit on you.
But the main issue is the cross-up splash.
And the cross-up one.
Karen can handle that through an air-to-air or a delay jab. Like, lots of characters actually can do that. That's something that a lot of people don't do, but if you notice, like, Bonchan, he starts doing that now. Like, it starts going with, like, delay jab. Chris does it himself, actually, with Sakura, but that's the thing, is, like, that shouldn't really be an issue. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not a good strategy. Chris needs to press more buttons, in my opinion, but because that's how the match.
Well, in Chris's defense, he could be like, "Fuck your whatever you think," because I still beat you. You know, so you could think that a matchup should be a certain type of way, but at the end of the day, like, he did beat you with his style, so he could just be like, why do you want me to play the way that you want me to play, so you could beat me?" You know what I'm saying? I know. I'm just fucking.
We all know that I feel like straight fucking trash in the first 7 games. We all know.
I actually don't think that you were playing trash at
Dude,
all.
no,
actually,
we were
bro.
commentating, but you weren't playing trash. Like it was just the dice was in G's favor. Okay, let's get to the juicy part. We're like on this topic. Okay, so
you
first
weren't
of all,
playing trash at all, bro. I just think that you weren't taking advantage of certain situations that you could have, like especially with hit confirms. And while that is for sure a hard thing to do, it's like it must be done, or else you end up losing those rounds that you had the advantage in. You know, a lot of rounds you lost because of some sort of situational awareness. You weren't ready for it, and it wasn't that you were playing bad. Like when Chris was on his streak, though, he was most definitely outplaying you. Like when he had those 4 or 5 wins in a row, he was definitely
the
in your
neutral
ass.
game was like definitely
phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
I don't necessarily think so. I just had really bad pressure. That's why he backdash abused me. Like that's very true. That's good on Chris to know that I have an autopilot habit like that.
Yeah.
But it isn't necessarily like the neutral game plan he was doing was really bad. The theory's bad. I'm just straight up being honest. Like,
well, that's good. That's your honesty. That's how you feel about the situation. It's okay, continue.
Either robbed me a splash, or I wasn't making my offense count, and those were the 2 main issues.
I agree.
Once I started realizing that, I started relaxing and started getting less pressure, and that's why I was starting to make a comeback, because I was like, okay, so once I get him to the corner, he's gonna cross up like crazy. So I walk back, crouch fierce.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Or he's gonna start dashing because he plays like an ape, right?
Let's go.
Hey,
yeah, you know, and the fact that Chris said that he was wanting to take a little bit more risks with his dashes and shit, like that was actually, you know, it ended up working out for him. The dashes that Chris was doing somehow worked out for him.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the beginning, that's what I'm saying is why I played bad, because I didn't check those. Like later on, I started checking it, and that's what made me cool down. I got more confidence in my game, and that's why I was able to start reading on his defense. Like that's all I need to work on that, but that was the only thing. Like I don't think necessarily like the matchup. G is supposed to control space. That's if Karen committing. Then G can start mixing in dashes, fireballs. You know, all the whole layer.
But I mean, neutral. Most definitely. So it's like you can't really. I feel what you're saying, because it's like whenever I lose a bad matchup, I think, well, you fucking just have to play the matchup. Like, you know, you beat me, but like I definitely had to think harder than you because the matchup is not in my favor. But with that being said, you also have to be like, well, at least like he shut me down too. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of rounds in neutral where he most definitely shut you down. Where like Danny and I were looking at it like, okay, this is looking kind of bad now. That's how he got that steamroll in the first place. You know, the first 3 matches, if anything, were first 3 to 4 matches were much closer in the neutral and much more like it could go either way. But when Chris was on that streak, it was like you couldn't really. It wasn't just the V-trigger shit that was bothering. It was like his fireballs, his fierces, everything just seemed to work for him. The dashes and the splashes too. So, but I do have one question for you as well, Mario. Like your EXDP reads were. Like guesses reads were ridiculous. Like, could you at least walk us through that process of how you guessed so many times correctly, whether to EXDP or not? I mean, I would think
he guessed like at least 15 to 20, and then there was one sequence in the corner where he guessed right on an EXDP, and immediately after he guessed right on a wake-up jab, which is the opposite of a wake-up DP. It's like ultimate, right?
It's like all of your defensive options in situations where you had to deal with a 50-50 for like game over. Yeah, you dealt with that very, very fucking well, despite being down so many matches and so many rounds. So like maybe, I don't know if you were on some fucking hyperbolic time chamber type reads, but could you explain your mind behind that? Like, your willingness to take the risk
and just like what you felt as far as like the flow of the match and why, like, and what exactly you felt in order that compelled you to fucking DP 20 times in a row. Because like I was mind blown.
It wasn't just the 20 DPs in a row. It's like one time you did DP, the next time you blocked, the next time you jump, the next time you jack, the next time you DP,
it was
the next time you DP and then block. It's like every read you were doing defensively was spot on in 50-50 situations.
Yeah,
so go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I think I play Chris a lot, right? So I know a lot of his habits, and I know what his intentions lie on. Like, he'll be focusing a lot on the jump out or strike, 50-50, but he's never really thinking about the EXDP, and he's not thinking I'm going to be willing to do it on him over and over. So he's going to go like, okay, you know what? Mario's going to go back to, jump out and also another thing actually was that I got a lot of data prior because I kept doing delay OS, which is delay back jump.
Yeah,
that was that was the thing that got me a lot of data as to what Chris was doing. He was doing a lot of stand strong, so I was like, you know, he doesn't really go for throw too much. He's just constantly thinking about the command grab game.
Yeah.
So that's where I was able to like, okay, you know what? I have to play around during the situation of like, EX low or something. I could like in EX low, I did the delay jump, and I think Chris didn't really recognize that too much. So he kept getting more desperate and desperate over and over because a lot of the time I was just doing an OS.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. So every time he got blocked, I just knew like you got to DP in don't DP in the spots where it's predictable, right? Like where I gotta make a comeback.
Real quick, pause. For the audience, you know, this is gonna be. I'm trying to educate like more average players. So an OS is an option select, so it covers if you do an input, if you do 2 inputs at once in a certain timing, it'll cover 2 options. So Mario, can you explain really quickly what your OS was?
It's pretty simple. All you need to do is just you delay with down back just for like 3 or 4 frames, and then you just back jump. It's pretty much like the back jump OS back in season 1.
Yeah.
It's like delay tech with jump, right?
Yeah, but you just don't hit the tech. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, what he's doing is he's just automatically like committing to pretty much if Chris meaties him, it'll block. And if Chris does any kind of delay, because he knows like if you have to walk out grab, there's going to be a gap, or G's command grab is 12 frames, and you got to manually time it. So then that gives him a lot more margin of error to be like, okay, I'll block the hard meaty. And then if he tries to do anything that's even a frame too late or whatever, I'm going to be jumping out of that shit, which is very fucking smart.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Like, G's command grab is really hard to time. Like,
yes,
it's not something that anyone really meets. Like, only on specific setups that you can meet it. But most of the time, you're not really meeting it. So it's really strong against G players who just keep playing around meaty command grab or stand medium punch.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris eventually started doing delay, and he started anti-ring me a bit, but he didn't commit to it hard. But so that it saved me some breathing room. That's what it was, though. It was primarily that, and then after I got my momentum.
Yeah, you were feeling yourself a little bit more on your reads.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I started to think better because obviously when you have more confidence, you can think you're in the zone. So
yes, most definitely.
100%.
That's where you start. You have more mental capacity. Like, I can start thinking about my defense again. So I was like, okay, I know what he needs to do on his offense, what he wants to do to make this comeback, right? So I was like, okay, I know when he's desperate, and I know when he's just trying to play like autopilot.
Yeah.
So,
Danny and I found out right before this set started that you and Chris had actually played in a previous set and that you beat him like 10-4 apparently. So I want to.
You guys are 1-1.
I want to switch it over to Chris and kind of get his perspective, because if I lose 10-4 to somebody, it's like, fuck, man, I can't lose to this guy again. And like that's an uphill mental climb just because you already considered the previous set. So Chris, like, was that in your mind, and what exactly were you thinking about coming into this set?
That set wasn't really on my mind because that set was Sakura Karan, so it was totally different. Like,
then what the fuck? My question doesn't stand anymore. I thought it was
he was playing an honest character.
We did play a set on Danny's stream like it was like 2 weeks ago or something. That was Karan G, and he beat me 5-3. So that one was kind of
a lot closer. Okay, I got you. Both of you were very close on the prediction. Mario said 10-6, you said 10-8. And it ended up being 10-7, so that was very, very close.
So, real quick, just to keep, like, I guess, the health of the meta going and we keep evolving. So, Mario, I know you're on a bit of a momentum on kind of speaking your mind, but what would be some, like, if Chris was fighting a fucking Karen of your caliber, what would be some things that you would tell him to look out for as far as, like, glaring weaknesses or, like, things that he should, like, kind of polish a little more to make sure that he can dominate any Karen?
Well, the splash on the thing is that he needs to implement the splash was a good idea, but the main thing is that you need to know when to splash. It's kind of like he said that, when a Karen gets close, but you're not supposed to splash to get when the Karen gets close. It's like when they commit to crouch medium. It's a whiff punish, right?
Yeah. You're reading on the button commitment, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, G's jump arc is really slow, and it's very stubby. So you can just jump over it. And that's the benefit of it, because it doesn't work like a regular character's jump. Because where regular character's jump, if we try to jump on Karen's medium range, you'll just pass through her and just get anti for free. But G moves a little more slower, so you can just go through mediums. It's like a whiff punish. So that's why the splash was a good idea. I think that the main thing is he needs to do is play around using his buttons to control carrying. I think that's the
contest. So you're telling him he needs to contest a little more, right? To to master the matchup. Okay. So
actually, you mind if I bring Luigi real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Because he knows how to explain it better. But what do you think? Okay, I'll be back.
Fuck, I don't want to talk to a Guile player right now, bro.
All right.
I'm talking to a Guile player.
Oh man, bringing his brother to talk shit for him. Oh my god, what is wrong with you kids?
What is going on here? He's like, listen.
You call him Big Bro? Hello?
Used to focus on command grab Remedy.
What?
Used to focus on command grab Remedy.
Is this Luigi?
Yeah.
This is literally the first time I've heard your voice. You're gonna have to excuse me. I'm a little starstruck, Mr. Guile. Online Guile God. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Mario and Luigi share an account. If you see G or Guile, it's probably Luigi. If you see Karen, it's Mario. Okay. So Luigi, what were you just saying about Chris's playstyle?
On his pressure, he needs to throw more.
Oh, okay. So regular grab.
Yeah, because Mario doesn't OS.
Yeah.
His delay back jump.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be playing the command grab layer.
Yeah.
That's why Chris barely got anything on offense.
These two brothers are okay.
Right,
so let's keep it constructive. So Mario and Luigi both said one, Chris needs to not try to jump the medium so much as splat. It's a good idea, but don't do it too much. And his pressure should be a little more normal grab to represent that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the splashes Chris did was actually okay, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sounds like Luigi wants a piece of Chris CCH.
Oh, no. Well, hold on. Save the hype. I gotta make some fights, all right? Don King gotta make some fights, okay? Okay, homie gotta make some. Okay, so hey, Luigi, I'm gonna have you up. I'm setting up Luigi with a match. I hope to see you soon, and thanks for chiming in, dude.
Yeah, thanks, Luigi. Appreciate that, man.
Come on, dude.
All right, well.
All right, so Chris, this is for Chris's turn now. All right, Mario, you on the mic? Hello? Oh, they're talking shit. They're
Wait, Chris, are you on the mic? Or do you want to bring Mom on the mic?
There's Mom CCH. Okay. All right. So, Chris, you there? Mario, you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Chris. What would you say? Your advice to Mario would be for the character matchup specifically, and then for his style specifically.
So I think he honestly understands the character matchup a lot better than me in general. Like most of the stuff he said is true. I'm not going to deny what he was saying about the character matchup. But what I will say is that he was saying that I was playing the matchup like totally wrong, pretty much.
Well, he called you an ape.
Well, I am, so I won't dispute that.
Oh man.
But the way I was playing was, in my opinion, somewhat of a counter to the way he was playing. Because it's true that when the splashes I did, he could have aired me or something, but he was never looking for that. He was always looking to whiff punish roundhouse, whiff punish fireball, looking for all that stuff. He was not looking for the splash. So my original plan was to get him looking for that. Then he wouldn't be able to play the whiff punish game on the ground as well. But he never really started beating it, so I just kept doing it.
Okay,
that was my original strategy.
Yeah. So basically, you're trying to say Mario is kind of sometimes the stream has ended.
Whoa.
What? Where'd you want to go?
All right, whatever. Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Wait, we can't.
Okay. So moving on, Chris, to kind of shorten that up, you're saying Mario in this situation allocated too much, I guess, brain space into the ground game, and then that's exactly what you wanted him to do. So I guess the advice Chris is trying to say is like kind of be a little more like zoom out a little bit here and there to kind of check where you're thinking. Is that what you're saying, Chris?
Yeah, mostly I would just say like play the player, because if he had recognized my approach to the matchup faster, he would have been able to do a lot better.
Yeah, that's actually super, like, you don't really see situations where you play against somebody who has practice in the matchup and then like like for example, I'll just use myself as an example at Capcom Cup when I went up against Angry Bird. I was already in my head because I was like, bro, his fucking training partner. I mean, when I went up against Angry Bird, yeah, his training partner is Big Bird. So like he already had the Ken matchup like a certain type of way. I knew that he was going to play it a certain type of way, and I couldn't try to approach that matchup any sort of different way to mix it up. But you knowing that, you know, his brother plays G and you at least try to play it your own style, that's very good shit for you, you know?
Yeah, that's very, very, very clever. And I think so I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, that was really, first of all, honestly, dope matches. I think anyone who's willing, anyone I invite, I will, you know, they're of a certain skill level. And if you take an L or there can only be one winner. But then I want everyone out there to know that, like, and setting your balls on stage and doing a first to 10 is hard because it's you know, you're representing against another opponent. Like, this is all I have. Like, everything I've worked for in my career, I'm putting on the line. I'm gonna throw it all at you. And like, same thing on the other end, right? And it's so fucking interesting because like, it's not just like a first to 2, I got G'd, or, you know, he was hot on his confirms. It's a first to 10. So it fully explores your ability to adapt, your knowledge of the game, your knowledge of your opponent, and, you know, and all those things together kind of doesn't reflect in a first to 2. So I think that's really dope that you guys kind of showed out, and like great advice that you guys gave each other.
Yes.
So I'd like to bring up
like really good advice. Sorry to cut off, but I'm just gonna give out really good advice because you know, I was very salty at it, but still, like,
it's fine, bro. You could be salty, bro.
No, I mean,
that's why originally I didn't want to like have you come right on to the Discord immediately, because I'm like, I know that I wouldn't want to talk in a situation like that where it was such a hard match.
Yeah,
and like,
that's why I respect it. Like, you know,
so
what
you
I mean?
came in and you did your thing, and you fucking
and I think that's
godlike, dude.
This is a really important dialogue. It's because I got inspired by this because Itazan was telling me how they train over there, and they do round robins like 3 or 4 hours straight. Then they have dinner, then they discuss the fucking matchup, and then they evolve the meta together. That's what I think.
Constantly
they dissect it, and I think this is a very small sample size of what they do, and that's what I started wanting to bring here, because like, we got the talent, we just don't have the teamwork, you know,
or the online.
So like, I just wanted to open up a platform.
How many matches we could set up if
I know, bro. Yes, I know, bro. I know.
Imagine what we could set up, bro. Imagine what we could set up, man.
Yes. Okay. So great advice from both. So if I'm not mistaken, that's one set of piece from each of you guys, right?
Well, I mean, the other one was we'll just
okay. Maybe we'll save that for another time.
Yeah. That's for different. For now, Chris CCH did his thing, and you know, just want to thank both players for coming on to Heat Check and displaying a very, very great set. A lot of adaptability.
A lot of nice Street Fighter for us to just really dissect. And, you know, me and Chris, you know, we don't try as hard.
We don't really commentate like that. We're just players. But,
we're just really 2 pros. Yeah, that was really dope. And then so real quick before I let you guys go, this Sunday, if you like Chris CCH and you like Mario, you like Chris T, you like Alex Myers, you like Danny Pham, like a lot of people, this Sunday you could be on their team. We're doing a team tournament, draft style, live drafts. So there's gonna be a couple of team captains, and we're gonna pick teams of 3, and we're gonna duke it out first to 1. So if you're interested in that, DM me, DM Zero Loyalty, because I'm gonna be part of it. I'm gonna commentate and probably be playing as well. So Team Danny's gonna fucking kill it. Team Danny's gonna go ahead and stress the fuck out of Chris out per usual. You know, so please check that out. I'll be there. I'll be commentating. It's gonna be fucking dope. Zero Loyalty is gonna be in the back. And I just want to really thank Chris CCH and Mario once again. You guys are godlike. I'm so proud of you guys, honestly. If you guys like the content you see, give me a follow. Follow these fuckers on Twitter, Twitch, Chris Tatarian streams. You know, I don't even gotta introduce him. Chris CCH, Mario, give them a follow on Twitter. They're not, you know, twitching yet because they're not developed yet, you know. And just leave the cute faces offline. Just keep the talent up there, right?
I don't really care about cloud too much.
Let Danny handle your cloud. I'll give you plenty of platforms. Okay,
I'm really, I have a long way to go. You know, I'm not really that good right now, so I'm just focusing on that. Like, you know, I have so much to work on.
Just get better. Good mindset. And just being real, like, intense first attempts like this is what makes you a better player, and and losses is what, like, when's the last time you were steamrolling a 30-win streak on ranked and were like, man, I feel like I got better? Never. It's when I play fucking XXK Samurai and get fucking washed. It's when Mario is hot in a set and is just fucking destroying me. He's like, fuck, I need to rethink my entire strategy. But yeah, hey, you two, you guys are fucking killing it. Thank you so much for participating. My name is Danny Pham. That's my man Christitarian, Zero Loyalty in the back. Chris CCH and Mario, we're gonna sign out. Thanks for watching,
Take it
guys.
easy, guys.
Peace.